Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. I am Kayode Alayode. You might be one of many who continue to wonder why it is so difficult for SMEs in Nigeria to survive. Who is to blame? Is it the business owners themselves, the lenders, the government, infrastructure, or even the devil? On this edition, we'll take a holistic look at the well-being of small and medium enterprises in Nigeria, factors that may be responsible for stunted growth, capacity deficiency, and sundry matters. We would equally examine the possibilities that lay ahead based on contemporary realities and how SMEs can position themselves to maximize existing opportunities. In order to get insight into all these issues, I sat down with two senior financial and business executives, both experts on the issue of SMEs in Nigeria. They didn't just proffer solutions to the many worries of the SME subsector. They went ahead to make the solutions look like a no-brainer. It was both an enlightening and engaging encounter. The director, Enterprise Development Center of the Pan-Atlantic University, Mr. Peter Bankole, and the executive director, SMEs, Bank of Industry, Mr. Waheed Olagunju, are my guests today on the show. Join us after now.
Are you a graduate currently serving in the National Youth Service Corps program? Then this news is for you. The Bank of Industry, in partnership with the NYC Directorate, has launched a 2 billion naira Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund, GEF. The scheme is to encourage graduates of tertiary institutions to venture into business and become employers of labor rather than job seekers. To be eligible for this program, the Corps member will have to take part in an online business plan competition to choose 1,000 coppers with the most promising rail sector business ideas. The selected Corps members will undergo a 3-day intensive entrepreneurship capacity building program that will run simultaneously in NYC camps across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, including Lagos. Successful Corps members who are able to produce bankable business plans would be provided with loans of up to 2 million naira at 9% interest rates per annum, with tenures ranging from 3 to 5 years. So hurry, go to the GEF online application portal at www.boinigeria.com/GEF and submit your business idea. Application closes at midnight on the 3rd of November 2015. The training will run nationwide from the 18th to the 20th of November 2015. For more information, visit www.boinigeria.com/GEF.
All right, thank you very much for obliging us to speak with BOI Weekly. The issue has always been water everywhere, but none to drink. Experts in the financial sector are saying that there is enough money available for small and medium enterprises if they can get their acts together. But the SMEs are saying we can't have access to finance. And there have been several fora, talk about how to help these people get access to finance. So that's going to be the basis of this conversation that I'm going to be having with both of you who are duly experienced in this area, to talk about, maybe to unveil some of these issues, that are causing SMEs that much headache. Now, let me ask you first, sir. When you think about SMEs in Nigeria, what are your immediate thoughts?
I would say growth, innovation, can-do spirit, nothing is impossible. These are the first things that comes to my head. But on the underlying, I will say their capacity is not properly harnessed to be able to move to the next level.
So is it that they don't have sufficient capacity, or that those capacities are latent but they are not harnessed?
I would say the second. If you take a rough diamond, a rough cut diamond is still diamond. It's not as valuable in the raw state, but somebody needs to do the polishing and all of that. Now the question is, who does that. Now, is it the overlord who will take some kind of taxes when the diamond is real diamonds and is being sold, or the owner who discovers it, or it's a shared responsibility? These are the kinds of conversations we must have, because in my opinion, it's the responsibility of all.
Mr. Olagunju, when you woke up this morning and you're getting shaved and dressed for work, what are your thoughts about SMEs in Nigeria?
Well, from the point of view of a financial institution, I keep giving several thoughts to how to ease access to our products and services. Because I do know there is still that gap between those who need the funds and the funds that are available. You are right. The funds have always been there for the past 30 years, for example. But the question is, how do we access the funds? How do SMEs access the funds? Which should come first? Funding is just one of the factors of production. There are many other factors. And funding or finance doesn't automatically mean credit, because there is debt, there's equity. And the mistake is always made that every SME should be able to access credit. If you look at the financing value chain, credit is perhaps somewhere in the middle. At the bottom, you have your own savings, for example. You as an SME must have a stake in the business. It's one of the 5 canons of credit that have been known for decades, for more than a century now, right? That's your own capital. Now, in addition to your own capital, before you go to the financial institution, you could probably have to approach members of family or even friends, right, who will lend to you or who will make their funds available to you based on what their heart is telling them because of the emotional attachment they have with you, not necessarily what their brain is telling them, right? So it's when you've established your business using your own money and probably resources from your friends and family members, and then in more structured environments, you also have private equity firms, you have angel investors, you have venture capitalists. The Industrial Revolution in Europe in the 19th century was not driven with debt financing. Most of the funding came from angel investors, venture capitalists, and private equity firms.